just shy of midfield. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Raiders in trouble to start play, 6-8 on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ready?
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. This pass out wide to Hall.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Oh, design run for their wideout. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
You look at this Raiders defense.
Yeah, they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
3rd and 5. After running it, now Richardson will throw it. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Condors are on the board first here in Vegas.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
10 cycles. Ready.
On play action, Lance. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Red, yellow. Ready?
Throwing now is Lance. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Raiders first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Off of play action, here's Lance.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Blue check.
In motion left, Godwin. A give left side for Pierce.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 3.
Hut, hut.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
It was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Hut, hut.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Black shot. Claude red. Drill green.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to get that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
3rd and 3. Richardson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Pierce gets this one running right. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Ready?
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Here's Elijah Moore now, bringing it out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles. And nothing but daylight ahead. Fighting through the tackle at the 30. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half. So he rips off a great run and shows you why this year he's top 10 in rushing in the league.
And looks like he's trying to move up fast on the leaderboard, doesn't he? Top 10, looks like he's running to get into the top 5.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Off play action, Richardson. He finds his man, complete. It's McGee. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Hall again. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Richardson looking to throw this. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, That would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now Lance. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
On 1st down, Lance. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
97.
Pierce now up the middle. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From midfield, here's Lance. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. 115 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game, and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases.
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Richardson to throw off play action. On the move to his left. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Condors will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Slide through. Hut.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is? And
touchdown! A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Condors will extend their lead here just before halftime. Zuerlein now for the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Oh, it's loose, and the Raiders have it. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. A run by Pierce begins the second half. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. In motion, the tight end.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now a handoff for Pierce. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down, Hooker. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Richardson back to throw it. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now Richardson. That is caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. They run it with Hall off the option. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 120 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
2nd down and 3.
60 Bison.
Richardson working from the gun. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Buffalo 18.
Hooker now on 1st down. And that is taken in by Njoku. It's a big play there for Vegas. And even 50 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Pierce will score. Touchdown, Raiders.
And you can sense a little bit of optimism here. Things had not been going their way, but they get the turnover on the other end, and they turn right around and put a nice drive together. Then they finish it off with a strong run for their first touchdown of the game.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2.
70 Timberwolves.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Ready.
Paul want to give up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
7 Pirates.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain of 37.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
18 Cardinals.
Richardson off the play fake. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play.
Let's go. Warriors 17. Ready.
Richardson looking to throw. And he's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Finding Pickens for another catch. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And it's caught. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off play action. Here's Hooker. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Straight ahead is Hall, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson from 6 yards away. And the Condors are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Drop 50, drop 50.
Here's Hooker to throw it. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Ready? Dragon 60.
Hooker. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
He's going to look deep for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Come 19, come 19.
Now Hooker. Escaping the pressure right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
19 tights. Tempo.
First down throw here. It's Hooker. Quick slant caught by Moore. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hooker, he's going to move him around a little bit here. They'll look to throw again. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Touchdown, Raiders. Rondale Moore. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Viking 18. Seven Pirates. 65 Cats. 65.
Hooker going to try to throw for it. That's caught. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hans team able to secure the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Marcus Epps there on the tackle.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now it's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 18 on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Hall. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That pass was into the end zone, but it was tipped up in the air, and that leads to a few anxious moments. Who's going to come up with it? Defenders want that ball knocked to the ground at the worst, hopefully intercepted. In this case, you've given the chance for the offense to come by and pick it up, but instead, it ends up on the ground.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for the Londoners, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year.